Hey guys, you Fields here. So today I'm going to be going over my portfolio for this week, as I do every week. So yeah, let's just dive straight into it. I don't want to waste anyone's time. So unfortunately, we're down about 1.5%, 1.7%. This also includes Bitcoin though. I don't know on the desktop if there's a way to just include the loss in um the percentage of just your stocks. I know on the mobile app you can do that, so let me do that real quick here. So it's saying on the mobile app 1.35% loss or $42.78. So yeah, diving into, well, that kind of sucks, obviously, right? But it's nothing that's super crazy. I think this is just, you know, you can see a lot of the loss was actually on October 1st. So that kind of sucks that, it has so much impact on the rest of the week, but there's not much you can really do, to be honest. Moving on to the individual stocks, we have Misty. So actually, this Misty went up 1.83%, which I'm actually kind of surprised about because this last week Bitcoin has dropped 5%. But Misty stayed strong, which is nice to see. Not the same story with Coney, which dropped 8.5%, which is also my largest share or my largest portfolio percentage, or whatever you want to call it, at 20% or nearly 20%. So that's why my portfolio took a massive hit this last week. Um, Unfortunately, that's just how the ball rolls. So yeah. Hopefully next week. There's not really much I can do except, have hopeful wishes here. Um, I don't think I'm going to be getting out of Coney anytime soon, although I do understand currently my portfolio is very Bitcoin heavy. You can see Misty is 16% and Coney's 19%, and then we also have Bitcoin. Like I said in my previous portfolio update, I'm planning on selling this when it goes a little bit higher. To gamble I'm willing to take because this kind of randomly, it's not random, but I forgot about this amount of money. So yeah, it's just been sitting in a Bitcoin wallet for like the last few years. Moving on to USD, a nice 2.5%, almost 3%. So that's 23% total, which I'm happy with that. We've only put $100 here in that one time, and we could sell for oh, sorry. We put in about $300. We could sell now for 371. So yeah, a 69% or $69 increase, which I'll take. XPXL had a little bit of a loss this week, which is interesting, but 0.25% is nothing to go crazy about. It just sucks that this isn't, growing. But at the rate of which we bought it, I think September 12th. So almost a month ago at this point, it's gone up almost 7%, which I'm very happy with. Because S&P, obviously is a safer fund, but also taking the leveraged uh this as a leveraged ETF. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. Now moving, and I guess the total return on that so far is $32, which is not bad. I'm thinking about probably getting into XTT. I know I've been saying it for a while. I'm just kind of waiting on some capital, aka, a paycheck, to insert a little bit more funds. You just gotta worry about your current life, obviously, first, and then you can put a little bit of extra money into your investment. But yeah, AMZ also a loss this week. Unfortunately, 0.67% down. It's just really disappointing. This last month, it's been pretty, shaky. But that's okay. again, this is probably what I'm going to sell once I get the payout for it, as well as Phoebe here, which actually went up 4%, which is very surprising on that because those two tickers in particular are very pretty neutral, pretty like stable navs. So yeah, that's interesting. With Nvidia, we're up 2.5%, which is pretty nice. This is slowly going up, and from what I recall, yeah, over the last month, it's got up about 5%. So I'm very happy about that. And then lastly, QDTE, which dropped about almost 1% this week, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, if we look at XDTE, believe it's a similar story here. You can see. And then RDTE, I think actually they did decent if I recall. Let's see. Oh, no, they did the worst. Yeah, I haven't really been looking into RDTE that much just because I don't really. I know exactly when I'm going to buy this fund, and research up until then doesn't really matter. It matters when I buy it, not the days leading up to it, kind of thing. So, I want to look real quick on YieldMax's website at their distribution schedule. Because I know this schedule. Excuse me. So this declaration announcement is on the 9th, which is coming up very soon, and then the deck date on the 10th, or the exhibition date on the 10th, I'm sorry, which is Thursday, and hopefully a payout on Friday. And so on Group B, so I didn't actually have anything in Group A, which kind of sucked. To be honest, nothing in there really looks that promising. Maybe TSMY. I'm not even sure how that's performing right now. I mean, not crazy. I'll look at the yield on that little bit later. But anyways, next week, we're gonna be getting Nvidia and Phoebe, which is gonna be very nice. These are Nvidia is a nice pair. I mean, these top four funds here are their biggest in terms of asset value, but also it's obvious that most people hold them because they pay out the most, like they have the highest yields. But um, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then the Group C, we have Coney, and that's it. And then Group D, we have AMC and Misty. This is going to be a very big payer. I believe also, like I said in the last portfolio video, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure these first round of the new schedule are going to be kind of weird in terms of the distribution that we get. And that's especially on the latter ones like Group D. Um, because essentially they had more time between payouts, so they accumulated more premiums. Um, theoretically, hopefully. So, Misty and AMC, they're probably going to be a high payout. So that's going to be kind of we got to be kind of mindful of that. Hopefully I remember that and not be like, "Oh, AMC had a really good month." That's obviously you can't just look at the distribution rate, you have to look at the yield. So in this case, usually it's um a mixture of both, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, not a terrible week, to be honest. It's just like obviously it's not nothing growing crazy. And then also this is a look at my total growth. Maybe let's do the last year because I had some weird shenanigans going on there. I think I started roughly around like June 1st or July 1st on this account, and we're up about 9%. So I'm very happy with the growth that we've had so far, given it's only been in the last, 3 months or 6 months or something. Um, it's I guess what 4 months. So I'm very happy with the growth that we've had in 4 months. 9% in 4 months is crazy. If we could continue that, Obviously that'd be insane. That'd be almost what? Uh, it's like 36% increase. But who knows? Obviously, we could also be improving. There is a difference, obviously, in income funds versus growth funds. I'm trying to do a good mix of them just because I'm pretty young now and I don't plan to retire super soon. I mean, I do want to retire early, just not um, within the next year or so. But it's not going to be when I'm 65, that's a while away. So, also, I'm thinking about making a video on this new product I found where you can essentially make your own ETF at the cost of a single dollar instead of paying the expense ratio. So, I'm kind of curious on how that works. The product looks kind of cool and promising. So let me know if you guys want to see that because a lot of these funds have like a very high expense ratio. Um, but and it wouldn't be, cover call ETFs, for example. I don't think that product would cover it. It's more of just, you know, buy and hold kind of stocks. But those are still very valuable for growth stocks. That's why I have like USD, for example. Semiconductor is very profitable right now. But yeah, that is all from me, and hopefully we can get some kind of new fund. I know it's October now, so possibly Yield Boost. It just keeps getting a delay. I don't think I made an announcement about it. I mean, if it isn't obvious already, I'm holding off on posting any Yield Boost videos until it actually comes out, just because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time making the video. So, you know, it's just a better thing for both of us. So keep your notifications on, obviously, and that should help you kind of get alerted as soon as the Yield Boost drops. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that fund the most. I mean, RTE was a very big and monumental fund as well. But for me, I really like leverage products. I think they offer a lot, assuming you use them right. So I'm very curious on how they're going to hold up against the competition, mainly Yield Max because they had the highest yields. So yep. But that is all for me, guys. And as always, I wish you guys a wealthy future.